Asun rice has imprinted itself in my heart and has become one of my favorite rice dishes. Today I'll be showing you how to make the best Asun rice. These are the ingredients I use for my Asun rice. As you can see, the main ingredients is the rice, the goat's meat, and then the pepper mix. These are the peppers I use for my pepper mix. I just blended them very roughly. To cook my meat, I just put it in a pot, added some salt, some onions, and lots of water because this was really strong goat's meat and I needed it to be very soft. When it was soft, I then proceeded to season it properly because I needed my broth or my stock to be very rich. So I added some more seasonings, some onions, and then peppers, and then I let it cook. Now once it's cooked, you are going to chop your goat meat into bite-sized pieces because Asun is basically bite-sized pieces of goat meat. And then because you're eating it with rice, you want to be able to carry it with every spoon. So I then proceeded to roast my goat meat. And then in another pot, I put in some oil and some onions and I just let it saute. You guys, this smell is one of the reasons why I fell in love with cooking. The smell from just sauteing onions is so heavenly. So I proceeded to toast my rice. You guys know, if you watch my recipes a lot, I don't skip this step. For fried rice and then for recipes like this, you want to toast your rice. Just imagine that beautiful smell from the onions just frying, and then you add rice into it. That rice is going to take on that flavor and it's just so beautiful. So I made sure I toasted my rice properly to just develop some flavor, and once it was well fried, I added in some of my goat meat stock. And then this was just some pepper mix. This was yellow pepper. Then I added in my chopped pepper, and then you can add in some seasonings if your stock is not giving you all the flavor and seasonings that you want. And you're just going to stir it to make sure that everything is evenly distributed, and you let that cook. After a while, my rice was properly cooked, and this is what it looked like. So I was just fluffing it up properly and ensuring that the steam was evenly distributed so that one side is not strong and the other side overcooked. You get, so just stir it properly once. And so when this was ready, I went on to make the Asun properly. So in another pot, this is like a several pan dish, and you just know that the flavor is amazing. So don't worry, you're going to wash a lot, but you also eat a lot. I added in some oil, some onions, and then my pepper mix, and then I just let it fry. I added in some seasoning cubes, some curry, and some thyme powder, just a little bit, and then ginger and garlic, and then I let it fry. You will know that your pepper mix is fried when you see the oil floating on top. Even for your stews and for other, pepper or tomato based recipes, that's how you know that your tomato or your pepper is properly fried, when you see the oil floating on top. So at this point, I added in my goat meat. You can see that I've cut it into smaller pieces and then I roasted it. And so I just put that, and then I put my fish. I love putting fish in my Asun rice. This hake fish or bala fish or that ejakika is just very nice. You can use any other hardy type of fish. You can even use croaker, but just cook it very well or roast it very well so it's a bit dry. And then you're just going to stir it, make sure that everything is properly seasoned and all the flavors have gotten time to be friendly. And then you're going to now bring in that rice that we've cooked. Also make sure that you calculate properly, because you cannot have like small meat or the Asun mixture and then you want to put in like one huge batch of rice. It will not add up. It will not give you all the flavor you're looking for and even the color. So make sure you calculate it properly, how much rice you need for your Asun. It's just like making fried rice. So I added in more of the Asun, and then I added in some parsley. Yeah, this was parsley. You can also use curry leaves, spring onions, or any other kind of leaves that you like. This was what I had available, and so I used it. And so you're just going to go on stir frying on low heat so that it is cooking. The flavors are mixing up, the flavors are just developing and all of that. So you're just going to keep stirring it until everything is thoroughly combined like this. If you've watched up to this point and you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please, I want to know why. What have I done that you don't want to subscribe to all this goodness? Don't you want to be eating good? Don't you want to improve your culinary skills? You guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share my recipes. And this was what we had. And you guys always ask me, not always, but a couple of people have asked me, like, what do I do with my food after I'm done cooking? And this is what I do. I pack it up and I give it out to my friends or to people around me, because only me cannot finish all this food. And because I come from a big family, I'm kind of used to cooking big portions, so I always cook like a lot of food, and sometimes I get tired of eating everything, so I always like to share my food. Just like, you know how we share food during Christmas, I'm just kind of used to it, so I love sharing my food. Yeah, that's what I do with my food. If you've enjoyed this video and this recipe, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment. Also, let me know if you've tried Asun rice before and if you'll be trying this recipe. And let me know if there are recipes that you would like me to, show you how to make. If there's any recipe in particular that you've been wanting me to make, just let me know and I'll see if I can make that ASAP. We've come to the end of this video, or I've come to the end of this voiceover. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys, thanks for watching.